When you think you could run away, you can't run away from the other side. You can't run away from the entities. Once they have chosen you to torment you. With everything that happened, it still followed as if it wanted something from me that I had no idea what. You think I'm going crazy? I'ma take you there. It was at recess. And we were playing around, singing, ring around the rosy, pockets full of posy. I saw him. It was a dark figure, standing, watching me. And it felt so familiar. I knew who it was. It was the entity. It was the entity. I had to act like I didn't see nothing. I quickly ran to my teacher. Fake like I needed to use the bathroom when I really wanted to run and scream. My seat was by the window, and it felt like the shadow was coming in and out of a door next to my window. I wish I knew what it wanted from me, but it continued to follow. When I go home, it looks like it follows. I feel it, it follows. There's times when I get in the house, I know it's there. I know when it comes in. My mother sometimes forget what happened, and she still goes back to the same thing. Stop with all these imaginary stuff. Even when she experienced it herself. I started taking showers during the day, never at night, right after school, because when I would be in the shower, it felt like it was standing behind the drapes, behind the shower curtains, watching me. I can feel it because it was hot water and I had goosebumps all over my body. I felt it. And I would say, "Mom, is that you?" And she would say, "Nothing." But I knew it was there. It watched everything I did. Every time I showered, it was there. Every time I ate, it was there. I could be watching television, and it's there, feeding off me, as if I was a chosen one for torment from hell. I started waking up early before the time. I feel like every morning at 4 a.m. it would jump on me, push me on the bed. I would have these numbness episode of paralyze my whole body. So I'll be dressed every morning. And my mother would wake up. She's like, "Oh, you already ready?" I said, "Yes, ma'am. I don't want to be late for school." And I know I'm only dressing up because it jumps on me at this time. And it got really bad. I would wake up with scratches on my body. And my mother would ask me, "Who did this to you?" I say, the entity, Mom. She said, don't lie. He's no longer here. I told it to go. I said, no, Mom. He did this to me, the entity. And she didn't believe me. She thought it was friends from school. But it wasn't. It was the entity. There was one night I watched it jump on her husband. And he started beating on her. The evil was in his eye. I started screaming. I saw it. I saw his eyes. His eyes. His eyes turned into cat eyes. And after he would fight and hurt us, it would leave. He was the only one it would jump into. And I can remember, I can see it, and I felt it. Every pain, every hurt, every denial. My mother became in denial. She also caused us to be hurt continuously by him as I watched the identity jump onto her husband. I would feel scratches around my legs and my thighs in wrong places. And then again, I can't say a thing. It no longer came out the sink. It no longer needed the dolls because it became stronger from feeding off of us. We were victims in our own home. Victims in our own home. Victims. There's no one that would listen to me. No one would believe. No one. Sometimes I would feel it holding the side of my neck or pressing me down as if my ankles and wrists were chained. As if I was on a sacrifice table, which I saw myself on many times. The entity was too strong. It knew that, as if it owned me. It knew that I had no help, no power, because the entity was ready to destroy me in the final breath.